Sean Payton was talking about Kyler Murray, and he was pretty much just going through like what he saw in him, his upside, what his downside was, and it led everybody to believe like this guy's a fan of Kyler Murray. Now, do you think enough has happened in the NFL with Kyler Murray for Sean Payton to change his mind? Here's the video from the Combine of Sean Payton said with Rich Eisen in Move the Sticks. Sorry about it, DJ and Rich. Whenever Kyler Murray's name came up in conversation during the Combine coverage here in Indianapolis, Indiana, where hopefully the Combine will remain forever.
So the evaluation that everybody's talking about right now, and we're going to maybe see him out there tomorrow or not, is Kyler Murray. And we've been going through
really
the history of the evaluation of the quarterback position in terms of height. Obviously, you've got a GOAT that you've been hooked up with since 2006, and Drew Brees. What are your thoughts on Kyler Murray's height and his ability to make the next leap here?
Good work,
Rich.
Well,
I think having seen 4 games now, just an early exposure in the winter meetings, you don't feel that being a deficiency when you watch this play. Man, he's explosive. He's one of those players that, as Madden used to say, he was never it. You can't. It's so hard to rush him because he can flush to the right, make a play to the left. You do feel poise that he plays with. I don't think he's gonna throw. He'll probably wait till his pro day, but his hand was 9.5. That was significant. If it was in the 8s, that would have been a little concerning. 9 kind of as a threshold for us. And look, his height, I think it's what 5'10" change, and his film is too good. Ultimately, his film, when I say it's too good, and I like him.
Okay, so there at the very end, I like him. Film, his hand size, his size, his demeanor, everything about him sounds like Sean Payton's a fan of him. Do you think there's anything that he has watched maybe over the last couple of years here with him in Arizona that has made him not like him, or maybe some things have made him like him more? Like him getting a little fiery, maybe fucking Sean Payton, who's known, right, to be a little bit of a fiery guy. Maybe he appreciates that type of thing.
Well, and that's what I said yesterday, and I was kind of joking in terms of Kyler being able to kind of have a say in who they're going to hire. I think he does need a heart, because for whatever you want to say about Cliff, he is just kind of like the happy-go-lucky, I think Kyler needs someone to fucking get in his face and kind of push back and shit like that. And Sean Payton obviously has the accolades and everything behind it.
The resume to be able to.
Exactly. So it's not just coming from, again, no disrespect to Cliff, but it's not coming from some guy who went 5-6 at Texas Tech and then, never won with the Cardinals. It's coming from a guy who coached one of the best quarterbacks of all time and won a Super Bowl and, has an unbelievable career behind him.
Yeah, I think Kyler.
Undersized quarterback.
Kyler would respect his resume,
absolutely,
which
100%.
Is a massive ordeal. We talk about this whenever coaches come from New England and they go coach somewhere else and they try to be the Patriots. It's like your resume is not Bill Belichick's resume. Bill Belichick's able to do this because of what his resume is. People will buy in because, I can win. Kyler could see that. Kyler would see that, right? And maybe with what Dahn said just yesterday, 2 days ago on the show, Coach Prime said, these kids want to be coached.
Yeah.
These kids want to be told. Now, Kyler Murray, it seems like everybody's opinion is that he does not want to be coached. He does not want to be told anything. But if it's coming from a fucking successful guy, maybe he does. Maybe that's the thing that Kyler Murray needs. And to your point, Ty.
And players know. And Cliff, he got opportunity. Obviously, he earned it. To a lot of players, especially in the league, it's like, okay, this guy almost got fired up, right? You didn't have this great college resume. You get to the league, okay, now what? And if you're not producing, that shit gets dry real quick. But you come in with Sean Payton with his resume, especially with his resume with a quarterback, like what Drew Brees did, numbers-wise, efficiency-wise, it was incredible. A lot of people saw this Cliff and Kyler kind of being like a marriage made in heaven as far as Kyler's skill set and Cliff's offense, but I don't. It's not really NFL offense, if you ask me. And I think Kyler Murray can run any type of NFL offense. Like his film, like what Sean Payton was talking about, when you turn on the film with Kyler Murray, and the plays that he makes, like his best plays, you can put him next to Patrick Mahomes, Herbert, Josh Allen, any of these guys with his arms and his legs. So he's got that. I think Sean Payton can put an offense and an organization around Kyler for sure. That'd be the best thing for him, honestly.
You got it, Dahn?
Cardinals is also the one place where Sean Payton can pick his GM.
Well, not only pick his own GM, but it sounds like Bidwell, the owner, is like, we need something.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know, we need
Desperate.
something here. And if you keep D-Hop on that team, if D-Hop wants to stay because Sean Payton comes, and Kyler's able to buy into everything, which it sounds like he would be able to, especially with being able to make the plays that he can see. Sean Payton can just show him Drew Brees plays,
Yeah.
and then just show him,
Yep.
you're more athletic than this guy, right?
Way more athletic.
You got a better arm than this guy, right? Think about what we're going to be able to do. I'm going to need you fucking buy in, though. Like, and Sean Payton's a coach. Naturally, he's a coach. What do you think Sean Payton's thinking of Kyler Murray in the Arizona Cardinals situation as a former coach and maybe somebody that could understand where Sean Payton's coming from?
No, absolutely. I mean, he likes him, and that hasn't changed because as coaches, we feel like we can get the best, okay, out of anybody.
Oh, that guy's not doing it.
Coach got
regardless
egos.
of that,
Egos.
I've got a process. I got a formula, okay? Because if I'm Kyler, and I have input, they're listening to me. Hey, go get that dude, because it's instant credibility. It brings stability to that organization. That's what they need right now. They need a face of the franchise right now that can bring a ton of credibility back. All the stuff that they've been through, everything that happened this year down there, and he's done great with Drew Brees. He'll do the same with Kyler Murray. It's instant credibility. It's not hard to get guys to buy in.
Phoenix
like when
is beautiful.
Doug
Yes.
Peterson walked
Didn't
into
he say he wanted to be
Jacksonville.
warm?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
say
said
one of
warm
his-
weather.
Yep.
Quarterback. Like Arizona.
I mean, he
checks off
saw
all
that
the-
house. You know,
Cliff was in?
Cliff was
Yeah.
in, feet up,
Yeah, little
Ferragamos,
Gamos.
no socks, glass for days.
Camelback Mountain there.
Done
Yep.
good, Cliff.
Third overall pick. Like he can do so much with that. Where he's even setting up for next year. Like what if he decides you know what, we're at 3, but we already have a quarterback. We can probably move back to 6, get next year's first.
What about
too.
their facilities and shit? There's the house. His house is much nicer than the facility, right?
Well, if you're Sean,
We've seen the house is gorgeous. I mean, there's Camelback Mountain in the back there,
yeah.
obviously.
Every
and
TV's on.
The fireplace in the middle of the foyer. I mean, this is an incredible home.
Yes.
Might be up for sale soon.
Probably.
Cliff, would like to talk.
Yeah.
Would like to talk about
shop.
this house right here, pal.
Cool.
but a guy like Sean can go in and address all that, facility-wise, because it's a little bit of an arms race. You can overpay free agency to get guys.
Phoenix is a sell, though.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. But he can also go to Bidwell and say, hey, we need this, this, and this. Every head coach gets that. Like when I got the job here, we walked through that facility. The first time we met in the weight room, we were walking the facility. I saw that hot tub that was like a square, or the cold tub, whatever that thing was. It was the size of this cell phone.
Yeah.
And I said, so how many players can we get in this thing at one time, and how many want to actually get in there with somebody else? So we got a new hot tub. So they're up for that. They
Yeah,
said,
so
what do we need to do?
So that is part of coaches.
Absolutely. You go in. We
Okay.
need the weight room needs to,
Massive upgrade when you came, by the way. You should be proud of that.